Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is Tuesday. Tuesday, what day is it? The 13th? Tuesday, August 13th. And, uh, yeah. So, I've had my eye on this game for a bit. We're gonna check out Stormgate today, by the way. Um, Stormgate is a RTS from some ex-Blizzard people. It is a game that I've had my eye on for a bit. It's a game that I feel like a lot of people have heard about in passing now and again. Um, talk about like, oh, there's this whole there's been a bunch of talk about like ex-Blizzard folks running around doing new things, and Frost Giant, I believe this is Frost Giant, right? Right? Frost Giant. Frost Giant was probably like the most prominent, other than Second Dinner, which went on to do Marvel Snap, and now their thing is out, right? It's Frost Giant that did this, right? Let me just check that real fast, make sure I'm not Frost Giant. Yeah, they're the creators of Stormgate. That's right. Frost Giant's efforts have been maybe one of the most visible, most like remarked upon of these ex Blizzard teams, and we can now just have a look and see what's what. Now, I will say I've seen a little bit of the like hubbub, a little bit of like impressions and reviews and stuff, and it seems like it's not super glowing. Um, Seems like it's kind of a middle of the road type thing as far as like the what people are thinking right now. If you look at like the Steam page, it is extremely mixed. So I'm not really sure if this is going to be the thing. I'll say I've looked into a good deal of what this game is. Right, I've looked at their materials. I've looked at their crap. I've looked at like how they pitch it. I've seen a lot about how there's three races and they're all basically kind of similar in ways to StarCraft II's three races, except also they're way more complex in several different layered ways. And that seems to be the approach they're taking. I've seen a lot about how they've complicated things, but I haven't seen like much about like, oh, any quality of life type stuff that they've done, which I think is a concern. And I bet that and monetization are the two things that people are hung up on out there. Monetization is a sticky thing, isn't it? That's just goes without saying. I'll also say I have played another RTS from ex Blizzard people recently, Battle Aces, which takes the thing in like the opposite direction from this, right? As far as I can tell, where it has streamlined things, it has removed complexities like base building and simplified things down to like, oh, you want a new base, you hit Z and you have a new base. It's all built and it's, getting started like immediately. You don't have to worry about worker supply or managing the base, building your production. Like, no. You just have to pay enough to get a new base. You just have to pay a certain amount to get new tech researched. That seems to me really smart, and it results in like 10-minute RTS matches, which are like frankly sublime. And I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if Stormgate has as much juice as that does, but I'm willing to give it a chance. Also, I'll make myself big for now because I'm just talking and crap. Um, I'm willing to give it a chance, and that's why we're here today. I will say two things that Stormgate has that Battle Aces does not, and it's right up there. It's right up there. A campaign and co-op. Those are the two things, and perhaps like the most accessible things for casual RTS fans who can't or aren't interested in memorizing build orders and building like 16 SCVs. with perfect timing in order to go out into the wild and compete. For most people, campaign is what they play, but they only play it for so long, and then it's just eventually the versus people left, which it is what it is. That's just a campaign is sort of a one-time thing that you play, maybe a two-time thing, maybe a three-time thing, but if you're doing it more than like three times, you're like a speedrunner or something, or you're doing like gimmick playthroughs or something else more niche even than versus mode. So yeah. Um by the way, I'll say this stream is going to be mostly focused on trying out this here new game and not so much on other things. So I have not prepared any cards beyond like a few quick pieces of like follow-up. But before we get into it, I'd like to cover those two particular things. One is a little bit of follow-up about the Twitch bots from last time. Last time, a bunch of Twitch bots followed all at once. I reported some of them to Twitch. And they have removed a couple, but it seems like the majority they have not, like, stomped out, which annoys me. Makes me wonder if I need to report, like... Do I need to report, like, literally 240 bots for them to delete and get rid of 240 bots? It's not enough to say, like, hey, 240 bots all followed at the same time. It's pretty cut and dry. You should be able to find them. That's just not something they'll do. Man, I tell you, that's just one of the cases where the lack of... The way that you can't get at customer service these days directly really does result in a diminished experience where, yeah, no, I have no options here. It kind of blows. Maybe I'll actually do the work and report all the bots by the next stream. Who knows? I am annoyed with Twitch right now. The other thing, I have thought about what streams I'm going to do in the next couple of weeks before my big Japan trip. Like I said before, I'm going to be doing variety nights every Tuesday, something random, something particular, and, well, I started looking at a calendar and thinking, like, what do I want to do? How many things do I want to do? And realized I kind of have close enough to the maximum amount of things I can do in mind, so let's just start, like, putting them down in stone. Here's my thoughts. So tonight, the 13th, we're gonna do Stormgate. I'm thinking next week, the 20th on Tuesday, Game Pass night. Try out a bunch of Game Pass games I've never played before. That's always a good time. The 27th, a week after that, I have here written Random Revisit, Return to the Return of the Obra Dinn. It's been a long time since I played that game, long enough to forget all the spoilers, so I kind of would enjoy going back to that, and maybe that'd be a fun stream. The Tuesday after that, September 3rd, I have written down first time Wind Waker Randomizer. That's going to be a good one. Maybe I could switch around that one and Obra Dinn, just in case Wind Waker goes long or takes 2 streams, and I want to finish it. But we'll see about that. Plenty of time to think it over. The Thursday after that, Astrobot launches, and I want to do a stream of that. There'll be a stream of that. September 10th will be Remember Heroes of the Storm. Going to be a stream where I go back to Heroes of the Storm and get a little nostalgic about that. That'll be fun. And finally, Sunday, September 15th, I have written down Sonic Adventure, switching campaigns every 5 lives. Big stream. So that's like the last Sunday before I go to Japan. And I figure, like, let's do a big one right before that. And I might do another viewer level stream on the Tuesday right before leaving. We'll see. That'd be 2 days after that Sunday stream. Those are the plans I have in mind for the future. That about sums it up, I reckon. Should be good. Should be good. I'm looking forward to several of these things, and I think that is great. Several of these things are things that I've wanted to do for some time now, and it's good to put them on the calendar and say, okay, when this comes around, you know, next week will be Game Pass. The week after will be, what was the one after? We'll see. It'll all make sense. It'll all be good. And yeah. Let's get into this game here, the campaign in particular. There is an interlude here, which I accidentally played by selecting the campaign. Okay, good. We can watch it right here. Okay. I'm going to play it, and then we'll see what's the setup here. Oh, let me make myself smaller as well. Perfect. Get my mouse out of the way as well.
Safety thresholds exceeded. Evacuation protocols initiated.
So, my understanding is that
Stormgate unstable.
there's humans,
Amara.
and there's also, like, devil people from, like, an alternate dimension, and there's also angel people.
Can I come to you?
No, I don't know what's...
And they're sort of like the Protoss, the Zerg. The devils are kind of like Zerg, and angels are kind of like Protoss. Kinda, but they're a lot more complicated and weird in specific ways. Like, the Eternals don't have a static base. They're more like building base, where they seem like the... Oh, thing exploded. They seem like what you would take if you took the Protoss idea to its limits, right? Like, okay, these guys, they don't need to have soldiers on the ground. They're that good. They can just warp down a big crystal, and that's good enough. Like, in the case of the Eternals, that's literally true. They just don't fuck around with, they don't fuck around with soldiers so much as they do just make bases wherever they want. It's kind of cool. And the demons, they sort of spread creep. This is tearing, by the way, for me, this cutscene. I don't know if y'all see that, but I don't know. It seems to me like a video should be able to play without tearing.
What in God's name have we done?
So they've released some devils, some demons. Apparently, I think these guys, they spread like a miasma, and then they can absorb that for stuff. I think their audio is off. Let me make sure that that's not the capture. Let me make sure by like muting and unmuting the game. Give me a second here. Okay, if this is as synced as we can do. So let's see what happens. First mission is called Into the Fire, deep within the outer mist range of the old states. Amara Nassar and her warhawks respond to a mysterious energy emergency distress signal call originating from a remote cluster of human survivor colonies. I'm not good at reading aloud. Whatever. By the way, you can see that there's like a chapter 0 and a chapter 1. Chapter 1 is money. We'll see. I figure let's go through chapter 0, and then I'll think about spending money if I'm having a good time. If I really want to see missions 4, 5, and 6, this is a sort of incremental type campaign. They have these 6 missions currently, and nothing else. So you can see this is all there is, but there will be more eventually. Which, okay, sure, why not? Seems like they are committed to releasing them more often than yeah. Also, this might be a beta. Apparently, this is a beta. So, 20 years after the demons, humanity is still running around, being cool, and fighting off demon
Go ahead.
folk.
I've intercepted a distress call.
Play it.
Mayday! Mayday! Need help! The settlement is... Repeat,
Ugh.
grounds is being overrun! Please!
Ping the frequency. Tell them we're coming.
Should I signal HQ for reinforcements?
We don't have time for lectures on risk analysis, Trip. Let's go.
Understood.
Hope it all sounds good. I like on... I'll say one thing that is handy about Windows 11 is that they do allow you to just tell any program to use any audio out, which means that I can capture any program that I want,
We'll grieve when it's
even if it's weird about it. And I don't have to use OBS's... Yeah, there's definitely some lag to the audio. It's a beta, folks. I wonder if that's just me streaming it, or if everyone has these videos a little bit out of sync. I did the thing that I do to fix syncing issues, so, you know, not on me. So far, I'll say these characters are no Jimmy Raynor. I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying attention to anything they say, but I haven't sensed any charm or wit or, like, personality that you can latch onto. They seem kind of sad.
Warhawks, ready up. We're 5 out and still no contact. Distress call just keeps looping.
Good to go, Mark. Anything else to share with the class?
I'm going to turn it up a little bit.
Trips reading multiple heat signatures. Fire.
Let's go
There's
negative
a lot of
12
them. We'll
decibels.
discuss on the ground and help however we can.
Thermal scans indicate possible hostiles as well. Proceed?
Hell yes, proceed. Punch it.
Okay. Locate survivors and let's just put it on normal. I don't think I need beginner. I've gone through StarCraft II's campaigns recently. I think that on the normal settings, I think that normal is the right one for us. The what? Okay. The capture stopped for a bit while it was loading. There was that art for the whole time on my screen. I'll say this game seemed weird when I was setting it up. It took a while for it to be, for OBS to find it.
Scavenger weapon here. Scavengers. Things are bad enough without people turning on each other.
I'll search the town, but let's keep eyes on the sky. Remember, we're not alone.
Okay, gameplay.
We'll keep overwatch.
So we got stop, attack, hold position, move, patrol, all along the like ASDFG. Okay, I'll say at the very least they're doing similar to Stormgate or to Battle Aces insofar as they put all the hotkeys in a nice organized row there. I presume that Z, X, C, and V are like the other ones there in that row. I think Stormgate could use. Stormgate only has like a grid of 3x4, you know, from like Q to R and then down to V. This one is a 5x2, so it goes out one row. I think 5 is a good amount for a row, but also 3 rows maybe would be the most
Where?
good-ish.
Oh, got it. Got a
I need
plan?
to select and then do that. Where'd the other guys go?
Making a beeline. Time to raise hell. Why wait?
Okay, so
Here I come. Finding a path. Quick time.
this is an RTS. You move the
Where?
person around.
Got it.
You
Oh,
A
no
move.
survivors, no bodies either. If scavengers did this, where are the victims? In the beeline.
You're right.
And they say things.
Scavengers take everything. Except prisoners.
Now remember, this is a free-to-play game, and this is one of 3 free
Seeing
missions.
this?
So, if they want to sail,
Heavy load.
they gotta make convincing arguments
We have to
in
find
these 3 missions. So,
Finding a path.
let's see how they do.
Where?
So far,
Got it.
Looks like we missed some.
Making a beeline.
this isn't exactly
Wait. Here I
lighting the world on
come.
fire.
Path. Quick time.
Just a move in the direction of
Got it.
whatever objective there is.
Making
And if
a
a guy runs up, you could stutter step, I guess.
Here I come.
Actually, it seems like this character just fires repeatedly.
Quick time.
Rapidly.
Got it.
So,
Heading there.
oh,
Making a beeline.
there's clearly a time to stutter step, actually. She stops shooting for a bit. Okay, she, like, there are times to do this. What is this? Discarded bandages. Use it to heal minor injuries. That's a little weird, this whole menu area here. How's this, by the way, for me? There's kind of nothing in this corner. That's fine. I'm not really blocking anything by being here.
Finding a path.
I'll just continue being here then.
Where?
That's good.
Oh, got it. Heading there now. Making a beeline. I'll make 'em pay. Why wait? Here I come.
If you have 3 missions to sell
Finding a
someone,
Major says not to let anyone through.
I feel like you start with a
Looks
bang.
like you could use a hand.
I got like
I'll make
stuck in a corner there. All right, someone with a ability.
Let me patch you up, Amara.
Is it F2 to select everyone or what?
Heading there now.
Okay, I'm gonna select this guy or Jamara.
Making a beeline.
How do you think we select everyone?
Here I come.
What's all units here? What is all units? Let's look at the mouse and keyboard. Select heroes is tilde. Is there an all units button? Spacebar? Okay.
Make it quick. Let's get to it.
I guess
Make
that
it quick.
makes sense.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so you can move between like different units you're selecting. You can see there at the bottom, I have Amara selected. I hit tab, then I have this guy selected, and he don't got nothing. He don't have no bandages. So
Quick.
why select him then?
If you hide, we'll find you and kill you.
Yeah, that doesn't look very good yet.
Guard the caravans and move out.
Kind of looks like a.
South and clear out the camp.
That kind of looks like a toy figure to me, like a molded out of plastic.
Contact.
of like a single color of plastic.
Filth is working for the enemy. Take
That's what
them
that
out.
looks like to me.
All of them.
Okay, they're kind of on the other side of a river, so
Here I come.
let's walk in their general direction.
Wagon up ahead. Looks stuck.
Guard the hall!
I guess this guy tanks and she, you know, tangs out behind and shoots. That seems reasonable.
Getting us out of there. You resistance?
I guess.
Warhawks.
Now we got
Join
some
the
some
fight.
normal guys.
Oh, got it.
They again have nothing.
Let's end this.
Oh, they have guns. And the pathfinding, our big guy is having some trouble finding his way to the front. Don't
Bridge
mind.
is
It's
down,
not
but
bad.
there might be a way around.
Let me see what I can do.
Who teleports?
Oh, I've been ready.
So, So now I have an ability on Z. It's just for the lady, to be clear, but that's curious.
Give me the lowdown. Why wait?
I do wonder with things like this, right? Like if they're going to do like Stormgate, where the abilities are mapped
Looks like
from
Scavengers are
from like one button to the next
take care of it.
dynamically.
Got a plan?
You don't know when to quit.
If you have to have her selected for her abilities to appear, so I bet it's something like you have to hit tab 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 and tab into the character who has the ability that you want to use. Which I'll say, having played StarCraft II recently, is a thing that I would say is annoying in StarCraft II. Having to worry about which particular unit you have selected. In this, at least, you can see at the bottom, like, the order of them, maybe a little more clearly. So maybe it's a little more intuitive to be like, oh, I got these guys selected. Let me hit tab and go over to Amara 1 over. Wait.
Make sure this doesn't happen again.
Disagree, but it's not my call.
Oh,
Amara, what's
Tilda is just Amara because she's the hero. I accidentally hit Tilda instead of tab. Yeah, so maybe you just can look and see, okay, 3 tabs to get over to Amara. Is Amara her name?
Make it quick.
Yeah, Amara.
Make it quick.
Get over to her and use her ability, but
Quick time.
I don't know.
Where?
I feel like
Got it.
you gotta build it in such a way where all the abilities can be available at any one time without any,
Why wait?
without like delay, without like issue.
Wait.
And the more time you have to think about,
Holmes? Let's make sure they don't have one to come back to.
the more time you have to think about
Quick time.
switching
Where?
from one to the other to use abilities is just waste. Especially when you only have like 3 abilities on hand, right? Like all those can be different buttons, right? Let's say that he had an ability that was like spin his hammer. Would I really just need to go like, okay, I'm tab over to him, then tab back to Amar to use a bandage, and then tab over to these guys to use a third thing? Like, well, just have ZXC. The problem is, like,
Making a beeline.
you know,
Why wait? Here I come.
if you have like a combination that doesn't work together or otherwise uses too many buttons, it's hard to do like muscle memory, to form muscle memory then, which is fair. You know, hey, like if Shadow Step is sometimes on Z, sometimes on C,
Heading there now.
that is weird. I'll admit that. Perhaps with this genre, there are no quite perfect solutions.
Making a beeline. Why wait? Here I come. Finding a path. Quick time. Where? Oh, got it. Heading there now. Making a beeline. Why wait? Here I come. Finding a path. Quick time.
Destroy the raider
Oh,
huts.
got it. Heading there now.
There's no guys here to fight.
Making a beeline.
That guy has a really long-range gun.
Wait,
Good for him.
here I come.
I can just take my hands off. This, basically,
Finding
you know, plays itself to a certain degree. This particular mission. It's not the most engaging thing in the world. Give me a big fucking army.
Hate when it comes to this. We should be fighting for humanity.
Oh, were those not the...
This one picked the wrong side.
Commander?
Not monsters?
You all picked the wrong side.
Give me a break. Earth don't belong to humans no more. We gotta survive any way we can.
Good point. Tell us what we want to know. Maybe you'll survive it. Riker, throw this trash in the hold. We're gonna have a talk.
I'm gonna give it more volume. I feel like it hasn't gotten I sort of gauged the original settings based on the opening cutscene. It seems like the in-game audio is less loud. That was a really dull mission. What? Huh? Hello? Where? What? Why didn't the second mission unlock? Huh? Y'all saw that. I finished the first mission. The second mission is not unlocked. Also, yeah, that looks terrible. Should I restart the game? Can I, like, go to... I could log out. Let me try logging out and back in again. And ideally this won't. This is just clicking a button. Hi! Okay, good, that worked. Okay. Yeah, let me report bug. How to submit. Do it through the official Discord or Steam discussions, I guess, is what it's saying here. Ugh. That seems like a pain. Okay. How about I don't do that? How about I just play the game? Okay, second mission. Good thing that worked. So far, I am really not impressed by this campaign, but it is just the very first mission. Maybe it's gonna get more interesting from here. Maybe we'll get like some cool objectives and stuff that gives you the confidence to say like, oh yeah, this is like StarCraft II. These missions are just as good as StarCraft II. Maybe that'll be the case. Let's see.
So, did our scavenger friend squawk?
He sang. Infernals have them rounding up all the townspeople they can, hauling them west. Barely had to put the screws to him.
When I saw him, he seemed pretty messed up.
Ugh.
What did you do to this guy? Traitor or not, he's still human.
He may be damaged goods, but not because of me. Have a listen.
This writing does not impress.
A blade. The one that woman found. Grabbed her, took her west with the others. But kept the blade for myself. Looked pricey. But it told me to give it to them.
It? The blade told you?
It's
Oh,
He hasn't said a word since. Could be faking
I'll
it.
say
Either
I
way,
took a nap before the stream.
if the place does
Been
exist,
doing some
more about it.
sleep pills type stuff. You know, new melatonin fix, and I think that's been working out. Actually, I feel like I've been getting solid nights of sleep. Still, not enough sleep where I won't be tired throughout the day, but I've had worse nights of sleep. I hope to have a nice full night of sleep tonight after this stream. That'd be nice. Just a little nap, you know, just like a 90-minute type deal. Weird how the capture breaks out during the load. Whatever.
Arriving at forward position.
Let's see what's up with the second mission.
I passed through here once. Pre-invasion. A lifetime ago.
Not much left.
Advanced team scouted a perimeter wall around the entire city.
That hammer is kind of a Reinhardt type deal.
Trip, any sign of those villagers?
Not yet. I'll take a
Similar.
closer look.
Similar.
Infernos could be watching. Stay alert, stay alive. We have to reinforce this position.
Putting my water down there. Okay.
Give me the lowdown.
Did all my guys run off? Why did they do that?
Why wait? Quick time.
Why did all my guys run off?
Heading there now. Where? Oh, God.
Okay, we now have a base.
The base has been started, but there's plenty more to do. We'll need more bobs.
Okay, so one thing I know is that the workers kind of harvest from these weird rocks. It's like a whole thing. You train them, I guess, with A. They build really fast. I'll say that much. A lot faster than like an SCV would build.
Gotta have a barracks.
That at least is nice. V. Wait, what? I need to select this guy. Oh, that's repair. Z. It's weird because, like, look at this. Why is the V is like kind of attracting my attention because it's like swirling. Even though the Z has a thing pointing at it, this really looks like it's the one that's like important. Okay, let's build a supply. Let's build a whatever thing. Now, as I understand it, you can speed up construction in this by just sending everyone to build a single thing. It's there's like an upgrade in StarCraft II that worked the same way, and that's just like a default feature of this race in that. I would say this game
Now we're talking. Time to train some lancers.
takes some efforts, makes some effort to be like, okay, let's make all these races more interesting to begin with, versus like StarCraft II, where you sort of have to build up to their best features. I don't know if that quite results in this being like a better game. I have one too many workers here. Hey, Clay Dud. Yeah, that's a good question. Where do you... Okay, so if you want to see cost... Yeah, if you want to see cost, you have to, like, hover over. Yeah, so a habitat is 100. The build time is also helpful, I'll say. You know, hey, that's a good quality of life type thing. Also... So, okay. I am seeing a quality of life thing here. To build structures, you could just hit Q, and that shortcuts to, like, building a habitat. Oh, that's kind of smart. So it'll just, like, automatically grab a guy and maybe, like, have the SCVs closest to... So, like, if I build one over here... Okay, so if there's, like, an idle guy, the idle guy will go do the thing. Interesting. And if I want to build units, I don't have to select the structure that they are built at. I just need to hit W. That's smart. Do you reckon it's just a reskinned StarCraft? I think that it has a lot of StarCraft similarities, right? I think that they're going for just like they're not really being like that, hiding it that differently, right? Like
Time to knock on the front door.
hiding it that differently. They're not really hiding their inspiration here. There's 3 factions. They are all a little bit StarCrafty.
What was that?
How do I get a biokinetics lab?
Search for intruders.
One of the things I understand, I'll say this: the factions all have like kinks and differences from StarCraft. Like, from what I understand, there's a lot of cases where you can like combine units, or like a bunker, let's say.
Copy. Warhawks, new objective.
With bunkers in this game, apparently, you can... It depends on, like, what unit you put into them, what kind of attack they have, and what kind of range they have, what kind of power they have, so that, you know, you might have something to think about as far as, like, okay, I got a bunker, what am I putting in it? What do I need right now? Do I need flamethrowers, or do I need anti-air? Which, you know... Based on my surface level understanding, it's, as I say that, it doesn't sound that much different from, do you put dudes in, who do you put in a bunker? Do you put Marines, or do you put fire bats? That's basically that same thing, that same, trade-off, but not, an explicit thing. I believe they're doing things to make it, more interesting. How do you set a rally point? Okay, so you hit W to build units. You can set a rally point with W once that's you're in the build units menu. I'll say this is somewhat similar to the Battle Aces insofar as it makes the unit and build and like stuff more straightforward. That is some smart design. I guess let's roll out and do some stuff with these guys.
What does this kind of damage?
Let's hope we don't find out.
And I guess let's build more barracks. Oh, I can build a biokinetics lab as well. And also one of these. Okay, so yeah, it just pulls a guy off the worker line to build it for you. And I'm just gonna go. Let's. I'm gonna send these guys over to help.
Give me the lowdown. Make it quick.
Let's see if after they're done, if they automatically return to the worker line after, or if they're just gonna hang around there. Okay, I'm just gonna select my units. No, they do not automatically return to the worker line. Worth noting. I'm gonna put this guy on a patrol to like repair these thingamajigs. Meanwhile, we can now get some exos, the guys that are Marines. And you can see that all my barracks are just automatically. I don't have to worry about anything. I can just. Weird, though. After you build another barracks, you do have to, like, re-rally to get that new barracks on a rally point. It's not the most streamlined thing in the world, but there are some good things about it.
Making a beeline. Finding a path.
Who needs to die?
I'll say I've watched back in the day with StarCraft II, I got way into like watching online, you know, watching competitive play. I have tried to watch some VODs of this, some like early stuff. I got like a molten shot apparently. I have watched some early stuff and I haven't really been all that impressed. Hasn't really clicked with me in a meaningful way. Let's build some more supply there. Can I send this guy to back after you're done? You can see a thing that's spinning just above your entry that looks like a floating dog tag. What do you mean? Oh, there are tooltips over here, hey. She's got a thing. You can place a rally point. These are probably good tips to have. Spinning above your entry. It looks like a floating dog tag. Above the entry. I don't see anything above the entry. I do see on the map where we're supposed to go, so I guess let's push on. Seems like there's stuff over here we didn't kill. Or maybe those are just the barrels? I see on the mini-map red things. Get your units to check out the fog. Oh, there's totally guys over here that didn't come and help their buddies when I killed their buddies. From what I can tell, there's like some... with the demons versus angel stuff, maybe some like, more like World Warcrafty vibes. I'll say... my first RTS was StarCraft II, and I never actually went back to the older ones, so I don't really have much experience with that. Honestly, I would have really liked to see them do like a Warcraft type Sigma artifact. I would have liked to see them do that, honestly, for what it's worth. Didn't they do a Warcraft remastered, but it was no good and no one liked it? That's a thing that happened, I suppose. Oh, there's a question mark in the fog there. What's with the skull and crossbones? Oh, it's bad guys. Like a bunch of bad guys coming across the map. Build some more S's and some S's. F's and S's. Meanwhile, yeah, let's go towards that then. This is some fog of war type stuff. This foliage blocks off vision from one side or the other.
So are we. Here I come. Another relic. This is worth taking with us. Heading there now. Where? Oh, got it. Making a beeline.
Weird that like not every unit can grab that. Only Amora.
Finding a path.
And she has to like actually get in there.
Quick time. Here I come.
From what I understand, there are some interesting stuff about like even the most basic units. Wait, what the fuck? I have... Hang on. I have like... What the hell? I've gotten items that give me stat boosts. Bone Jabber. Gives a moderate amount of damage to your basic attacks. Water Skin. Used to restore energy. Eric's Bar. Health and energy. Luminite Shard. Used to gain Luminite resources. Minerals. That's what that is. Weird.
Finding a path.
I'll say there's some pretty good, like, quality of life stuff, and then I gotta collect this, but my guys are in the way. Bit awkward.
Quick time.
Again, worth noting, this is a beta. This is beta? This is, some sort of early access. maybe that'll improve over time.
They're loading the prisoners onto Havoc transports.
Okay, I see. Yeah, cars.
They'd sell out their mothers just to get ahead.
Transports are lifting off.
From what I hear, there are interesting things about all these units, right? Like these Lancers, they have an extra long range, so if you're dealing with crowds, they will pierce past the front line and sort of hit guys beyond the guy you're trying to hit. That sounds kind of cool. And the soldier guys,
Look at all these parts.
I don't know if there's anything special about them. I think they're just guys with guns. I'll say, like, if you look on their website, it doesn't have, like, a complete unit list or anything. It just sort of has some highlights to be like, oh, this is the kind of thing you can expect. So I guess let's just play the game and see if we can figure out this stuff.
Good. More guests. Malak will be pleased. Malak comes for his prize. We will deliver you too.
So you can see these guys, it's just gonna end the mission here.
The blade. That scavenger
What?
is telling the truth.
I was at their base.
Whatever it is, it must be important. Malak wants it.
How'd I get here? Where'd the base go?
The red right hand.
No way we go against Malak and win.
We gotta get this thing out
Did
of here.
the base just get destroyed automatically because I was in the right spot?
Yeah. Time to go. Warhawks, let's mount up.
What happened to destroying the base?
We lost them for this?
What are you talking about? We just saw those prisoners like a minute ago. Okay, cool. Oh! I must have missed the part where I won. I must have missed the part where I won there. What I was gonna say is that they have sort of a creep equivalent in that weird miasma that covers their base. It's sort of a creep equivalent. Very much a creep equivalent, except they can consume it to, like, get some special effects or something. Yeah. Let's do the third one, and I'll then think, do I want to spend money and see the rest of them, or do we want to just go and do some co-op and maybe try to get a handle on the other races and try just playing around with them and seeing what's up. And then maybe I could try some online. I'll say, with games like this, I do struggle to, like, macro and micro at the same time. I feel like Battle Aces, another ex-StarCraft II people game, is a lot more accessible and makes it a lot easier to manage the economy and like base stuff whilst building a giant army, whilst doing all the other stuff. It streamlines a lot more, but this does streamline a bit. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. Let's play this third mission.
Amara, glad I got a hold of you before you went dark. What can you tell us, Doc? The blade is definitely...
Oh, and if you met how much does this cost, it's free to play. You have to buy missions beyond the fourth one. And I don't know how the free to play is monetized as far as, like, the other modes go. Let's try to get a handle on that as well once we're out of this mission.
It won't be long before their search for the blade leads to this location.
By dawn, that island installation could be
That guy's name is Riker.
If we leave now,
Blockade.
back.
Barclay's right. We do this fast and quiet. Trip, bring us in.
These are not, these characters are not on the level of StarCraft characters, I'll say. Very much like, the StarCraft characters you have at home. You know, it's like that. It's like, I don't know that they're knockoffs because they're not really the same personality types, but they don't really have vibrant personalities, I guess. anything that really is appealing or likable or, you know, catches your attention. They're just sort of dudes. They should hire a writer if they don't have one. I feel like a writer is really helpful if you want your game to be, like, story-based. You know, since it's all disconnected missions, it's not like they're trying to do a story-based thing. This is not like StarCraft II in that respect. It's just disconnected missions. As far as I know, it's not even like StarCraft II where there's, like, bonus objectives and those contribute to some sort of upgrade meta system. It has none of that. It's just, hey, you can do a mission and, you know, build an army. So far, the missions have been the most basic tutorial mission and the second most basic tutorial mission where you actually get an army. Let's see if this is something more interesting, where you do an army and also you have to deal with, like, a unique map mechanic or a unique enemy or some sort of gimmick. Anything. Let's find out. That could look better. The waterfall. You should get like a little bit of fog at the bottom of the waterfall, so it looks like it's like splashing up a bit. That would look all right. Don't lose infiltrators. Oh boy, is this like an infiltrate? Capture and gain control of enemy structure. This consumes the infiltrator. Okay, so this is some sort of no base mission.
Our forces are under attack.
Guess we're going after these guys. Oh, hint infiltrate. Okay, now we have a base. These guys can steal bases and units. That's seems pretty good. Wait, so we suddenly have like 5 buttons rather than 2. Okay, so we have build structures, train units advanced, upgrade, which has like unit specific stuff, and upgrade advanced. Wait, so there's upgrade and upgrade advanced. So it's the 2 levels of research, basically. I mean, this is a good way to do it. This is relatively streamlined.
What's the up? 2 steps ahead. I follow.
Hey, oh, did those... By right-clicking, did that, like, activate its ability? Yes, these guys will jump in.
Good work, team. Trip, forward base is underway. I'm gonna need a little more intel.
Scanning. Another outpost east of your position has a rich thorium deposit, Commander.
These guys will jump in. Sentry post.
By my estimations, you will not have long before Havoc systems become aware of our position.
So this sentry post, is this the sort of... I remember there being some mention of... Okay. So yeah, this would be the thing where if you put a different guy into a sentry post, it becomes a different sort of structure. In this case, this has turned into a buzzsaw by putting a melee guy in there. What if you put this guy in there? If you put this guy, it becomes an ambush post that has a quick stick bomb. So you can throw a bomb or something. What's the range on that? So this post now has like an AoE attack because I put that guy in. If I were to upgrade to the central command there.
Therium.
What's the therium? Okay, we're starting to get into gas units, so that's fun. We'll figure that out soonish. I want to build some more workers. 4 of them. And then So this is the building that we can use to do research. We can select that or do R to get the same menu. That is smart design. We can't afford anything because we don't have any stuff. Looks awful. I mean, it's not the prettiest game in the world, that is true. Personally, I don't really mind. Like, oh wait, is that invisible? Oh, that's fun. I think this is a stealth building. There's some interesting stuff to how these buildings transform based on what unit you put in, I guess. I'll say my thought about the visuals is more just... I guess, you know, I did say when we saw that guy that looked like a plastic figurine that he reminded me of a toy printed from one color plastic. That's not the kind of thing that you say about a game that looks good, but I don't know. These guys just look like StarCraft guys. You know, these guys in particular are just like off-brand StarCraft, you know? They got like the same sort of blue and gray situation going. Varied profiles so you can tell them apart. Kinda. Suddenly she has like a bunch more abilities. Way worse than StarCraft, yeah. Hey, what happens if I put an Exo in one of these? It becomes a gun turret. A flak cannon. Okay, so that's a cannon that specializes in air. That's kind of smart. That's kind of smart. There is some smart design here in abstract. If it was fun to play, these would be good choices. I don't know. Let's build some guys and sort of go with the flow. Build barracks. Build barracks. Should I build... Is this a mistake? I do like some of the design stuff. Like the part where you just hit a button to build supply depots. Uh-oh. Oh, bad guys. Okay, so those stealth guys don't do a very good job of, like, holding shit down. Worth noting. It's cool how you just build shit by hitting one key. You don't have to, like, select your drones or nothing. And, okay, good. Hey, those guys are returned to work after they finish building their scrap. That is good. I think that's pretty nice. What's that guy building? Another sentry post. Let's build a couple of sentry posts. Seems like the ones I built earlier weren't quite holding it down.
Where's the action? Oh, I've been ready.
There's a skull, so that means an attack is coming from here. You can walk on this water. Okay, that's good to know. We build another thing there and there, and we'll get some more of these guys and some dogs. When do I get minerals or the equivalent of gas? That is an odd thing. Maybe we'll find some in the mission after we push out.
Where? Oh, got it. Let's get to it.
Hostile forces detected.
Finding a path.
So there's these dog guys who are sort of your scouts. That's kind of cool. StarCraft doesn't have dogs. It's true.
Where? Oh, got
The dogs have, like, weird abilities. Yes, they have On the Hunt, a active ability that you have to activate to use. So I'll say, like, as more of a, like,
our forces are under attack.
I'll say I don't know that I would necessarily do that myself. But I don't know. it's something. These units are interesting. Okay, so... what's up with this, then? Let's, do... wait. Do this, and, build, like, a bunch more of these SCVs. And... yeah, meanwhile, let's get more Exos. Exos seem good. Wait, there's no minerals at this base. Just this rock. Am I gonna find out that like only 3 guys can work this? Probably let's cancel half these SCVs. Let's go with like just a handful here. Oh wait, there's rocks right there.
The fight will take all the help we can get.
Reporting for work.
Our base is under attack.
Give me the lowdown.
Oh crap.
Here I come.
Robot engaged.
Time to pay.
Yeah, I forgot to put guys in there. That's on me. Okay, so these bunkers, they're bunkers. They don't activate automatically.
Why wait? Game over.
Okay. Whoops. Let's just start actually like manning these fucking things. And also we'll build fucking another one, I guess. And we'll have these guys like speed up construction. That'll be nice. That'll be good. Now I have 2 bases, so I really should defend them both. So I need someone over here.
Finding a path.
Need some turrets over here as well.
I'll make it. Heading there now.
Cool units. Weird, like, dog cars. They're sort of like, they have wheels but legs.
Let's get to it.
All right. These guys need to get on with helping out this one. And now head back and go to work. And let's get more soldiers. Get another one of those. And build some more of these guys, some more workers. I would like to take one of these workers and assign it to patrol. Patrol between there and there. Okay, perfect. Do some repair type business in case that line gets attacked.
Where's the action? Here I come.
Let's see. We need a central command now to get like the next units, the next order of units, guys. So let's upgrade that. What are we doing on like? Oh, we've got plenty. We can get the upgrade that gives them move speed from attacking. That's cool. I like that sort of deal. Also, let's get some more workers here. Meanwhile, let's get some more lancers. And oh hey, I can afford the those are just medics. Those are medics. I thought because they were big it'd be like a marauder type deal. Okay, you know what? It says they can attack. It says they can attack. They're not just medics. So, multi-purpose there.
Why wait?
Guys are coming from below.
Complete.
Let's
Where?
head them off
Oh,
here.
got it.
It's nice that it shows you
Finding a path.
like enemy groups. That is, you know, StarCraft campaigns do that thing where the enemy regularly sends like squads to fuck your shit, which is, you know, the game. And it is nice of them to just literally be like, hey, they're on the map. You don't have to actually know a thing. Maybe it'd be good if this was just like for the earlier missions, right? Maybe it depends on the difficulty. It's also possible.
Robot engaged.
I would like to build some sentry posts right here. And here. And here. And we'll put some more units in all of these so that we can have a defense for this base as well. And let's build some more of just about everything.
Our forces
Oh,
are
what?
under attack.
We should build some more barracks, like right around here. That seems like a thing to do. I hope this isn't... Wait, no, it looks like...
Make it quick.
Let me check and see that they can't, like,
Making a beeline.
fuck my shit up from behind. Here.
Why wait? Where? Oh, got it.
Okay, cool. This is just some... stuff. What the fuck is this shit? All these items are weird. I feel like all these items that we're collecting that are giving us, like, weird, like, build more habitats.
Where's the action?
That are giving us, like, weird, stat boosts for our main dude. That seems a little bit bizarre to me. Right? Like,
Our forces are under attack.
okay. Stat boosts and such. That seems weird. It seems like a lot to keep track of while you're doing, like, just normal stuff. I wonder if that's in the multiplayer. I would have to imagine it is. I can't imagine that anything that they've done for here is, like, exclusively for single-player purposes. I imagine this is literally like, yeah, you know, they're missions. You take the units from the game, and you go fight. Go out and fight. You can probably afford some more. You can just afford all these. We've been, we're floating a lot. I'll say I've never been the most efficient, the most good at spending all my bullshit. Which is a, you know, one of the things that would make it so that, I would struggle in online. They got, like, demon guys on their side. Maybe they are demon guys. Oh no, they're just like Mad Max guys. Yep, see Daisy.
Finding a path.
They look demon-y though.
Finally, some action! Are you with the Resistance?
Yeah, we're with the Resistance.
Good. I'm ready to pay the Infernals back. With interest.
Okay, so there's like...
Our forces are under attack.
There's like some like camps you do for like side stuff.
Where's the action? I'll make them pay.
Our base is under
Lady
attack.
started moving slower than all the others. She wasn't selected, I guess.
Make it quick.
Okay, so one sentry post cannot hold off against like a good amount of guys, and two can't either, really.
Allies are under attack.
Wait, who? What? Huh? Oh, those guys are just charging out. Kind of in the middle of stuff, so...
Why wait?
Oh, they're coming back. They're...
Where? Oh, God.
Wait, why are those guys
Allies
coming
are under
back?
attack.
Oh, because they're low. They get low enough, and then they're like, ah, peace, I'm out, I'm done. No, thank you. Why not? That makes sense. Just build more exos all the time.
Make it quick. Heading there now.
Research complete.
Here I come.
Well, we still have a ways to go with this mission. We got like 2 more whole bases, but I feel like at this rate, having knocked out one of the squads, one of the bases, gotta head back over there now.
Probably increasing their defenses.
Oh, they just said their defenses are increasing. Okay, so I guess maybe
Got a plan?
maybe there is like some consequence to
Where?
beating one of the things. Maybe this is going to get more interesting as we go, rather than just hey, you getting that. Also, you repair that. And then get back to work. Oh, they went directly to the other thing. I think let's take down this base now as well. Because she has the move speed bonus, she's just getting to the objectives way faster than her like squad.
Death wish granted. Quick time.
Bizarrely, the random buff items we got seem to be hindering me. I say that. It's more that I'm not, like, using
Resistance fighters. Need more guns
that
on your
much,
side?
skill.
Heading there now. On their heels.
A Rex bar?
Following. Here I come.
The bonus objectives here very much remind me of, like, the end of a StarCraft campaign, right? Where there's no meta game anymore. StarCraft II campaign, where there's no meta game anymore, so all you can do is say, like, okay, the bonus objective, get you some dudes that are going to help you finish the mission. But it's just, like, more guys. It's not like, oh, it's like a new unit type. I feel like that would be, to me, more interesting if they were like, oh, we got guys that fly. You know, if they were like that, rather than being like, oh, we're just a bunch of guys that run in a straight line towards the thing. Now I'll say, StarCraft II.
It's no use. Forget this.
StarCraft II has literally the same thing. Hello, Luigi Stain. Off the top of my head, no. Did you change your name? Haraja Luigi Strain? Is that a new handle? Good to see you. Good to see everyone in chat or otherwise. You were the guy who spoke about fun memes in your Mario Maker 2? Yes, I do that sometimes. You'd have to be more specific. What kind of memes? Was it like the couch thing from a couple weeks ago? / today's YouTube shorts? Or do you mean some other sort of memes? I talk about a lot. So far, I'll say this mission is very much kind of vanilla. Which, I guess, hey, you know, it's the third mission. It's in StarCraft II, this mission, the third mission, would not be a really complex one by any means, but I do think it is weird considering that, like, okay, we have to dodge some AoEs now, that's fun. Considering that this is the last free one, so how do I consume this? There we go. I consumed the energy bar somehow. Considering that this is the last free mission, so the last one to convince players to pony up for any more. And it's just so kind of bland and forgettable that I don't know. Oh, maybe there's more to do after this. Your voice is real calm and relaxing. Not that many streamers with your style of commentary. I don't know about that. I feel like a lot of people... There's a lot of people out there. I'm sure there's some that are similar enough to me, but I appreciate the compliments. Let's push out, and I guess we're doing this base. Rescue high priority prisoner. Get back. You get back. You're really close to death.
We want to join the fight.
Can you heal? Can someone please heal my main character? Someone please heal my main character. I got, like, at least one medic alive. Whatever. So long as she's not attacked, she'll be fine. And everyone else looks like they're perfectly good. This guy's gonna die. Seems like Brawl Stars for some reason. That's an odd pull, but... Where are you going? Where's the bad guy going? Hey! I didn't get to kill him! He just ran off! What was that?
Man, am I glad to see you. I was starting to think the worst, you know? I'm Suyin.
You're the high-value target?
I guess. Because of that thing I, found.
The blade?
Oh, she found a thing. I guess we'll never find out. You believe this game is like Clash of Clans or Skylanders? Those are not nice comparisons, but in these first 3 missions, it has not made a good argument for itself. These missions are just so basic. Just so basic so far. There's not really much to say other than, like, yeah, you build units and you build stuff and you do the basic stuff you do in a hang on, let's watch the scene actually.
Oh. Okay.
Saved!
Skedaddle, go!
Oh, thank you so much! Go!
How do you make 7 even? You add 7, you multiply by 2, you add 1, take 1 away. What's the joke there? Luigi Stain. We won, yay!
Sweetie, I can't talk right now.
Dad, the voice in my
Is this a trailer for the rest of the campaign?
Just stay put. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Can I come to you?
No. I don't know what's...
No, this is just a cutscene. Cutscenes seem a lot louder than the rest of the gameplay. Last time you came, it was Mario Maker 2. Yep, that's my main thing. You didn't see your level get played. I'll say, there is a VOD of that up on YouTube now. You can go find that VOD and find yourself being played. VODs need love too. You can always go watch that bit after the fact. Ah, take away the S. 7 even. There you go. Good joke. Good joke. These guys do look Diablo-y. That was weird that the first 3 missions only had the faction that is just humans, just basic humans. Actually, no, there were demons in the second mission, but it didn't make a difference fighting them, really.
Where is Major Galt?
Yeah, there's monsters in this, that's correct. There's also angels. They haven't come up yet in the story.
No!
Plants versus zombies? I guess. Humans versus demons. Have you seen that before? What?
You defile our tongue with your mongrel mouth.
The Domina demands a report.
Then I shall deliver it directly. I am ever at her service.
And yet, she sends me. Your communication has been infrequent.
I stream a lot of stuff, Haraja Luigi Stain.
All is going according to plan.
This game just came out, so I'm trying it out. That is, today's variety stream. It has not made the...
The Resistance
took the woman who found the blade. Good.
If they took the girl, then all we need do is follow. They will lead us.
Why aren't we playing as these guys? These guys look kind of cool.
Of their discovery will be mine alone. Wars will be diminished, and humans.
These cutscenes seem a little bit out of sync audio-wise, also. Resemble Marvel movies? Do you mean that in a positive way? I guess they just, they could use a little bit more charm, though. I don't know. I don't know that that was a really good cutscene. Kind of generic to me. Want to hear another joke? What's up? Go ahead. So, you mean it in a positive way? Go on, go on. Yeah, give me a joke, give me a joke. Yeah, I think that is that's the campaign. The sky is what's up. Okay, that's not, I don't know that that's that much of a joke, but sure. Okay, that's the campaign, I guess. At least the campaign that's free. I could purchase this chapter 1, The Hunt. Let's see, story-driven campaign that can be played solo. In the future, you'll be able to play them cooperatively. I don't know. There's nothing here that really promises that it'll be more interesting than what we've seen before. I'll say, first impressions, I think there's good things about this. It does have some good quality of life stuff insofar as how it, like, makes it so that base management, building buildings, doing units is as simple as hitting Q, W, E, R, or T. For, like, you know, buildings, units are on W and E, and research is on R and T. That is all pretty straightforward. Oh, your friend is Shiny Hunter? Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember Shiny Hunter. I remember. That rings a bell, Haraja Luigi Stain, especially with that thing. I think those quality of life stuff is smart. I think that quality of life stuff is smart. The missions, though, are very basic, very bland, and I don't know that, like, the units really elevate it so far. You should make tutorial vids with your amazing and soothing personality / commentary. That's an idea. I'll say I already have, like, I got plans for the next couple of weeks until I do like a big trip. A big trip like a few weeks from now. So, nothing like that in the immediate future, but that's an idea. I kind of just tend to do more just live streamy stuff and just playing the games normal style. And, you know, not necessarily like, here's what you should do next. Here's what you should do next. That's, I don't know. Maybe co-op is where it's at. That's a great idea. Winkle Harkle on the Twitch side. That is very optimistic. Let me first, though, I want to go over to Steam, which, by the way, can I capture that real fast? Let me see if I can. Should I capture my Steam? Or is there, like, I don't see any private information here, really. Let's go over to Steam and see how much this shit costs. Okay? Let's see, like, if we wanted to get more of this, how much would it cost? I'm gonna put Steam on the page for a second. Okay. Here is Steam. Let's go to the store page. Ow! You couldn't hear that, but it was very loud in my headsets. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that wasn't captured, so that's fine. Let's see how much this would cost. So if you wanted to get the early access pack, it would be $25. And what did that include? Stormgate, which is a free-to-play game, and the early access pack. The deluxe is for $40, and the ultimate is for $60. That seems like reasonable enough. Is there a breakdown of like what's included? Let's look at the early access pack. Ah! It's really loud. It's really loud. Okay, so this comes with a Vanguard hero, the Chapter 1 missions, and the Army accent. So, wait. This is $25. Wait. So we just did 3 missions. They were very basic, very bland. Are you saying that if I want to get the next 3 missions, it's $25? That can't be right. The 3 missions should be about $10. Do you suggest I use Steam? It's for stuff that's on Steam, yeah. There must be a way to get the things directly. Let's look at the deluxe. See what the deluxe includes. Good, it's muted now. Good. Okay, it comes with an additional 2 heroes and a pet. Wait, so without these heroes, can we do co-op? Is co-op, can we do co-op without buying any of these heroes? I'm assuming there's like a free-to-play rotation or something. Call sign Dagger Lead. I guess that's something that we might have learned in those cutscenes if we were paying more attention. Malok, I think, is the guy from the cutscene that we just saw. And we haven't met Aralana, but she's like a goddess or like a angel type character. What's in the ultimate? Let's look at the ultimate here. New hero, unannounced. Oh my god! Chapter 2 and 3 are included with the $60 version. So I'm assuming it's like 3 missions each in each of those. So for 9 missions, they want like full price. They want a full price retail. That can't be right. I mean, I'll say like a 20 mission length game, like a StarCraft II, that would be about $60. And like maybe, I don't know, how much were the campaigns, the extra campaigns for that? Were they all like $60 additional dollars? That's normal-ish, but like, geez, seems a bit steep. Is there a way? Also, I can see the reviews are mostly negative. Day one transactions. Where are those microtransactions? Okay, I want to see those microtransactions. Okay, here, list of DLC. Featured. Okay, list browse. I don't see anything other than these three. These are like early access packs, so if you want like more missions than the three I just played, you'd have to pay for them. Either $25 for the next 3 missions, which I would not pay that, or $60 for like the next 3 missions and like 6 that they haven't made yet. There must be some microtransaction page we're not seeing. Let me go back to the game here. Okay. Weird. I'm not getting any sound here. Not getting any sound. The game appears to be, the game appears to be, not moving. Okay, now I got sound. But the game's not coming up. I'm in OBS, actually, right now. I'm clicking on Stormgate. Okay. Let's relaunch Stormgate. How about? Okay. It's a beta, folks. It's unfinished. You're gonna go to bed, have a good one. Hope you get more, people in chat. I appreciate the compliments. Raja, Luigi, Stain. Oh, it's Sane, not Stain. Bye. Let me, I'm gonna hit Control Alt Delete. I'm gonna go into the Task Manager, and I'm going to, shut down Stormgate because it's unresponsive. Ooh, boy. That is, that is, not a good look. Not a good look for day one. Early access, folks. I'm gonna launch the thing, and we'll see, I'll say there is another way that I could launch the game. There's like a low specs mode. So if you want the game to look even more booty ass than we are seeing today, there is an option to run it with like low specs. So there's also one that might be higher specs. I don't know. It just said like DX10 or something. DX11 must be like a thing. Let me get that on screen so y'all can see that now. I need Stormgate. Okay, it was being weird about this earlier. Let me see if hiding and unhiding works. This is not the game, by the way. This is just OBS, I think. You know what? Let me make OBS small. And then I'll Outlook. I don't have Outlook open. What the hell is Outlook? Mail and calendar accounts? OBS doing some weird stuff today. Xbar, Game Bar, widgets? You think the game is launching like a bunch of Microsoft stuff? I don't know. I've never seen these in my OBS stuff before, so that is just weird. Last time I went into another thing and messed around with that. That seemed to make it work. This is not this last. Okay, I'll say disclaimer, that was just OBS being weird. But also, shouldn't a game be capturable by OBS? Maybe that's on the game's end. Just making it hard to capture. I don't know. Technology is weird sometimes. Okay! If I hit purchase the hunt, I'm gonna hit purchase and let me see what comes up. Okay. I'll say. Chapter 1, The Hunt, is available for $10 individually. Okay. You don't have to pay $25 to get Chapter 1, The Hunt. You can pay $10 or $9.99. Good crap, good. That's more reasonable, but I would still hesitate to pay that with the quality of the missions thus far. I would have to know that they started having, like, mission gimmicks, original, better story stuff, and, like, were more comparable to, like, StarCraft II missions. Those first three just don't sell it quite good enough. Okay, that's enough looking at, well, actually, maybe we should look at how much this should cost. Wait, can we not? We don't get oh my. I can't play as a demon co-op style without paying money? Are you fucking kidding me? My low-key plan was to be like, okay, we've seen some human stuff. Let's check out the demons in co-op, and let's check out the angels in co-op as well, and sort of get the handle around them, and sort of get a feel for how they play. But how much does it cost to get? Oh, hang on. No, wait, no, purchase. Are these all for sale other than, yes, other than this one, other than Blockade? How much? It's going to be like $10. Let me see. $10. $10 per, dude. And there doesn't appear to be a free-to-play rotation. Is that true? Is there no free-to-play rotation? I'm losing my mind here. No, I must be misunderstanding. There's gotta be a free-to-play rotation. Come on. I guess let's... I can see why the reviews are so negative. At the very least, the $60 version should just come with, like, everything. You know, it should come with, like, the entirety of the campaign. Past, not just the first 3 chapters, but, like, into the future. And, like, the first 20 characters that they release. You know, or maybe the first 10. Let's be reasonable. I'm gonna say the first 10. It should be basically the equivalent of a box game, but the free-to-playness is just really hurts. I mentioned before that I'm really excited about Battle Aces, which is also going to be free-to-play. I really hope Battle Aces is good, and that it threads the needle as far as free-to-play stuff goes. As far as I understand, it's going to be doing more of a... The units themselves are going to be like on a free-to-play rotation type thing, and you can acquire them with points or something. Maybe you can buy them as well, and there'll be like cosmetics. Maybe it's more cosmetics for money versus like the units themselves, but this worries me. I feel like in today's day and age, you just gotta do a battle pass and fuck all this complicated just like a la carte business. People don't do a la carte that much anymore. It's just a little bit loathsome, I suppose. Let's try out the co-op. Wait a minute, let's not do beginner. Let's do normal. Yeah, let's try out the co-op with the one character that isn't $10. And then, God, I don't know. I don't know. What can we do to try out these other factions? I guess we could go into versus, but do you really want the first time that I play like a faction that's really complicated and different from anything we've maybe seen before to be on a 1 versus 1? That seems like that seems wrong to me. That seems incorrect. Crooked Canyon. Okay, good. It's working. I was worried there for a second. Okay. I'm assuming that voice chat is not like we're not gonna just hear them and they're not gonna hear us. Let's hope. They're saying something, whatever. Okay. I want to build some barracks.
Not enough luminite.
Also, I got some SCVs, just like... Right, I ordered those. I hit the A button. I already forgot. Sometimes my memory is not good, y'all. Hope you don't mind. It just occurred to me. I didn't, like, rewrite what, I didn't rewrite my, my stream deck thing. My stream deck. My stream schedule thing to show what the next stream will be. The next Tuesday stream will be. Maybe I can edit that real fast before anyone notices. I'm at my computer, so I have a keyboard in front of me. So... that's fine. Okay, I'm building some supply depots. Oh, I would like to build some mechs. Oh, I need to build some guys and have them go out and do that. Very good. FF, let's build some of those guys. And I assume the mechs are over here, right? Yeah. I'm just going to focus on building up guys. I have this whole complicated menu up here. I can grant a shield to a structure. I can do an emergency sentry. I can do Bob overcharge. This is all stuff... Okay, I'll say, like, co-op... The co-op in there's a bunch of co-op stuff in StarCraft II, where it's 2 players and you have, like, a set amount of units that you get with your faction, with your commander guy, and he also comes with, like, abilities and stuff, and this is basically that. This is functionally that. I don't 100% know why you would play this and not StarCraft II. That is not a question I have answers to, but it's basically very similar.
Insufficient therium.
How much therium do I need? Oh, there it goes. That's enough. I'm gonna send all these guys to build a mech bay really quick like. I'm like wedged in the middle here, so I think maybe they can handle defense. They'll be close at hand. Alright, let's see what we can build there. Guardsmen. Okay, so you get like slightly different units because you have slightly different dudes. That makes sense. I can build these hedgehog guys. Okay, so that's the hedgehog. Those guys with the wheels and the 4 legs that we saw in the last mission. I've heard of the hedgehogs because I looked it up a little bit. I watched some videos and didn't really like... I'll say, like, the appeal of the game did not shine through that well, but... I know a thing or two about what to expect, I guess, when I'm driving at.
Insufficient therium.
Ready and willing. Shoving off.
Okay, so hey, we can see out the corner of our eyes here. Here's the Protoss type faction. They're weird. They mostly build buildings rather than units. You can see there they don't have workers. They have just a bunch of like crystals that mine, that fly in the sky and mine. They are like if, well, they do have some stuff here, I guess, that are clearly Unity. They are like the plutonic ideal of Protoss. I think. Like, oh, if Protoss was really as weird as they should be, and we're just like, had flying Goliaths, flying obsidian statues mining for them, rather than, you know, workers like everyone else. That's what they would be. Which I think is neat. Let's get more of those, and I don't really like the dogs that much.
Allies are under attack.
The Z Graven, that seems like a bit much for me.
I got you.
I
Left, right, left.
wait, what's this? What's this? What's this? I don't know what that is, but it seems to be giving us vision. What? Huh? What was that? I don't know what that was.
You scared me.
Hey, yo, repair the base, please. I don't know what that was, but okay.
Left, right, left. Shoving off.
I think let's try to stick with our buddies.
Our forces are under attack.
Left, right, left. Fighting the good fight.
And also get some more Lancers and these guys. Can we get like the hangar bay? Let's maybe we should get some flying guys as well.
Left, right, left. Left, right, left.
With a 3-player structure, like how do you know which one is your natural? Like, this one seems to belong to the guy on the right. This one seems to belong on the guy on the left, so do I just have to, like, go forward into where there's enemy bases?
Left, right, left.
Also, as I understand, there's, like, mercenary camps like Heroes of the Storm. That's kind of cool. Gives you something to fight, and then you get, like, a weird perk. It's like a healing post. That's cool. There's some good stuff in here. Some cool ideas to be sure. Can we build like a hangar bay? We need to upgrade our command center. Okay. I can do that now.
Point secured.
I got you.
How am I doing on supply? I'm like just oh geez, these guys, they finished repairing the thing and then just hung out for a bit. Need to be more careful about that. Whoops.
Allies are under attack.
I need to build some more supply depots. Just get that in the process. Let's go help out with this effort.
Allies are under attack. Upgrade complete.
I don't know what's up with that bus over there. What that means. Seems like maybe part of the mission. I don't know. I'll say if destroy the, don't let the convoys reach the destination. So are we supposed to be destroying the convoys? Oh, okay, so there's, huh. This is a good mission, actually, then. Hey, there's like some nuance, I say nuance. There's stuff to keep track of, rather, you know, but beyond just like, oh, kill guys and stuff. Kill guys that are bad. I can now get these big mecha guys. That sounds cool. I'm gonna save for that. Also, let's
Our forces are under attack.
get a base like here. I guess with this, there's no like set place you're supposed to put it. It's not like maybe there is such a place, but it's not like immediately obvious what it is you're supposed to do.
Our forces are under attack.
Hey, we need to get someone.
Shoving off. Fear is for the enemy. Shoving off. Shoving off.
Yeah, we'll kill that. So I think maybe someone killed our drone that was coming up to build the thing. Why aren't you building it? Build the thingamajig. I guess build it right there. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be mine.
Allies are under attack.
Left, right, left.
I don't know that we have enough guys, so let's continue building them. Build some more of those and some sword guys. I think it's neat that the Marine type factions basic units are just guys with big swords. That's neat. That's cool. I think it's like a more interesting fire bat, I guess. In a way.
Allies are under attack.
Interesting nuances to like how they're used and such.
Allies are under
okay, we
attack.
killed the guys that were guarding the thing.
Now you're talking.
Except for that guy who was hanging out. Also get that. Beautiful. Slay, Spoonmon says.
Allies are
Spoonmon
under
is, I
attack.
suppose, Korean. Alright, let me just build some more workers and send them, like, to there. And also build
Allies
some
are
more
under
guys
attack.
of those. And you know what? We can now build a starport, a hangar. I should do that. Hangar bay. I can afford it. I guess you can like get more guys to mine your like gas and just go heavy and hard on it. Like if I wanted to have like twice the gas production, I could do that. I think the idea is that you are permanently mining out the gas, and the faster you do it, the more fast it runs out, but that's always the case, I guess, technically. I'm not 100% clear, like, why you wouldn't just... Maybe the idea is like, okay, well, you could put 100 guys on there, but come on, you need an army. You need supply for your army.
Allies are under attack.
Ready to work.
I'm gonna send my guys down here. And also build, Hornets or evac. Just gonna train some Hornets.
Insufficient therium.
Left, right, left. Shoving off. Shoving off. Shoving off. Shoving off.
These convoys are on a humanitarian mission. Mind your business.
Okay, let's see now. More Hornets.
Insufficient
More
therium.
Hornets.
Left, right, left.
I think I'm learning that more thorium, more guys on the rocks is good. And then again, this guy has 2 guys on rocks. Well, actually, it's like fully more mined. Okay, 5 maybe is better than just 2. balance. Build some more guys there. And also I'll build some more supply depots here, here, and here. And, yeah.
Allies are under attack.
Q. S. V. V. Get some. I would like to get some more exos, actually. Just a whole bunch of exos. I need more barracks. That's what I need. You guys. I'm forgetting the hotkeys here. I need more barracks. So let me get some more barracks, actually. So I can just, like, pump out a bunch of this cheap shit.
Again already? Guess it's time to kiss your precious face goodbye. Something deadly this way.
Let's go in. They're going in. We're going in too. Let's go. So I can defend a target structure with energy. And I can create an emergency sentry post.
Allies are under attack.
So if I wanted to, I could just go like, where are my guys fighting?
Under attack.
I guess they're fighting this big guy here. Generally. Mostly.
Allies are under attack.
They got some sort of speed debuff on them. Okay, let's try calling in that emergency doodad. And where's like a guy with a gun? I need a guy with a gun right now.
Allies are under attack.
Okay, you'd have to like find them visually. You can't just select them down here and be like, yo, go fill up the thing. You're not really helping there, guy.
Our forces are under attack.
You go into there. Perfect. And now the sentry is shooting the main core. Or one of them, I guess.
You know I'm just gonna build another one, right? Ion Bolt 2 is gonna rule.
Under attack.
Oh, hey, we won. Okay, yeah. Destroy the main thing. That's good enough. That was alright. I don't know. Is it mean if I say that my first impressions there was, that was kind of fun. I don't know I'd do it again, though. That sounds really mean, doesn't it? Like, certainly wouldn't make a habit out of, playing this on the regular. No, sir, but that's pretty good. If I was rating this, I wouldn't say thumbs down. I would say, like, yeah, it's like a 3 out of 5. It's like a 3 out of 5. There's, as far as, like, on my level, there's nothing really that fancy about it. As a faction, the humans are pretty basic, so there's not really anything that I would really, like, you know, point out. I could try the verses. I'm not gonna be very good at it, though, is the thing. And like, okay, you know what? We gotta try out the other factions. I do believe the only way to do that is over here or in the custom matchmaking, which, let me just see, like, if I could I just create like a private one with, you know, I could just create a private and like fight a peaceful dude and just be like, okay, let me get a handle on these dudes. Okay. You know what? We've gotten kind of an idea about what's up with Vanguard. I want to get a handle on Infernal and Celestial, so let's just take them into the closest thing that we can get to a practice mode, which is a custom deal with a peaceful. Oh, hang on, practice bot. There we go. That's even better. Let's just do this real fast and try to get a feel for how these factions play by comparison. So my understanding is that these guys have like a miasma field that they do. These guys have a miasma field. While they're on it, they have shields. While they're off it, the shields like degrade. Like you can see. Is it degrading? I'm not sure about how the shields work. Oh, the shields, they only increase while you're on the miasma. Okay, so you see there, the number started going up as soon as I got on it. And it sort of like leveled off when I was off it. So that's kind of like a creep equivalent. This guy, I don't know what's up with this dude. I can train imps. My understanding with how these guys work is that you sort of... How does this work? It's like Zerg insofar as the workers become structures or something, right? Like, if I were to do... you know... Imp, brute... If I were to do a meat farm right now, one of these guys is going to run over, he's going to sacrifice himself to summon in a building. You know, hey, I'll say that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool concept for how that gets summoned in. It's not that he transforms into a building. It's that he has to literally sacrifice himself for the building to be summoned from hell itself. That's a good way to do that basic Zerg idea. And the units, they do summon instantly based on some charge system. You can see there I have like 1 charge stockpiled for workers. Iron Vault? Wait, what the fuck did the meat farm give me? What is this Fellhog? Is that my friend? Kill that Fellhog for me. No, it seems to be under my jurisdiction, but I can't move it. What's up with these Fellhogs? I don't know what the fuck is the deal with these fucking Fellhogs. Okay. Generates Fellhogs that also provide 2 supply and defend against ground-based attacks. You know, that's interesting. That's cool. That is a supply structure that also defends itself. I suppose it's kind of similar in a way to like how a overseer can get out of dodge. It's like a extra trick that these supply structures have. I'm just realizing that I don't think that the Terran one, the Vanguard one, had any sort of special trick. It was just a supply depot that couldn't go into the ground, essentially. No special trick there. Okay, so what I want here is an Iron Vault. Also, I want more of these guys so that I can mine this crap. Okay, once that finishes warping in, I can do Brute as well as other buildings. Conclave. I can make thralls with that. Let's just build all these buildings, I guess. In a normal game, you would use strategy to figure out which ones you want and which ones you don't, but, you know, this is just me fucking around here and trying to figure out what's good or not. Am I? Yeah, the practice bot sent some dude, so it is unfortunate that I took so long to figure out how to play the game. These guys, I've heard, they're sort of big guys, and they can split into multiple smaller guys. Okay, you guys need to help with the whole situation over here. Oh, they come out of the buildings? They come out of the buildings. That's... I guess I was expecting them to be like Zerg, where they come out of the central structure, but that makes this positioning really awkward, actually. Okay, lesson learned. Okay, back to work, y'all. So these gaunts are sort of like who's the guy? He's sort of like the guy who throws axes from Heroes of the Storm from Warcraft. Jeez, it's been like years since I played Heroes of the Storm. What's that guy's name? The guy who's like a troll. He throws the axes, has like two circular, throws axes in like a circular pattern. It's been too long, I can't remember. I only know Warcraft stuff through Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm, so, you know. That's my knowledge of that. Let's see. I can make a conclave. I already got a conclave. Yeah. I can make a ritual chamber or a hell forge. Ritual chamber is an upgrade thing. Shroud stone will spread the deal. Spread my miasma. Very odd. If there's... Is there like a better way to spread the miasma, I wonder? I probably need to upgrade my shrine to a greater shrine to get like the options for investing further. So you can see here I can make 3 units right now. If I hit like oh, weird. Those guys do pop out. I was under the impression that... So those little guys, right? They pop out from the corpse of the big guy. I was under the impression that was not automatic.
Finished upgrading.
But maybe it is... Maybe it is automatic. If you have, like, maybe they changed that at some point, I don't know. I had heard that it was like a thing you had to like macro. You had to like upgrade to get it to be automatic. I would say having it be automatic from the jump is probably a much better design from an accessibility standpoint. Because yeah, no, if it was me, these guys would just always be big guys that just died normally if it wasn't automatic. And, you know, if someone's good enough, if they have enough skill, they'll always be that way, even if it's not automatic. So, it's just like a weird skill test. What's the word for that? I feel like there's a word for, like, a case where it's just a mechanic that's just there that's prove, like, okay, you can do a thing and you can do it well. So my understanding is, like, we're building up charges and we can spend them in multiple places. I am not clear on, like, so if I order, like, a bunch of gaunts right now, That doesn't seem to affect, like, how many brutes that I can summon. Or how many Hellborn I can summon. But if I do brutes, that seems to affect... Maybe it's like top and bottom. Both of them have, like, different, like, deals. Is there, like, a way that you can control the practice bot? Is that how this works? Also, there's top abilities up top, I'm just realizing. So I guess part of the game is that it is like StarCraft II campaign, at least the last one, where there's just static abilities you can get with this. Huh. Let me continue to get more guys to get more ore. I have... Let's see. I have enough now to train a Hellhound. Hellborn. Get one of these. And when I get 150, I'll get a Weaver. A front line caster. That's not really my speed. I kind of just like... personally, I just like the units to just factor very well into just like a big massive units that I don't have to micro very much. Order attack ground? That's odd. Oh wow, this guy. So, this guy is almost like a... What's the range on that? Should be a range indicator. Maybe it's like based on vision. Like if I wanted to attack over here. No, it's not vision based. It's just this far.
Blazing a trail.
This guy kind of reminds me of, geez, it's been too long since Heroes of the Storm, since that game was alive. The guy with the big ball, the Diablo guy with the big ball of energy. Asmodan? Asmodan. Kind of like an Asmodan type figure. I think I've heard that you can, like, absorb the shroud as well, or like special abilities or something. Curious. I mean, they seem like a neat faction. They seem like they have some ideas that are beyond just basic Zerg stuff. It's a good, slightly original take on the Zerg. Let's look at the let's look at the let me do another one of these. Let's look at the other ones, the angels, because they're weird. I'll do Celestial there. And we'll do AI. What is BuddyBot? What is BuddyBot? I've not heard of this BuddyBot thing. BuddyBot. Stormgate. Sounds like it's some sort of like automatic dealy-do where it'll like do your stuff for you. Let's try that. You know what? Hey, why not? I see no reason not to give that a go. Actually, can I unready? Let me make this into Infernal. Let's see with the Celestial what it does, what the buddy bot gets up to. Oh, start game. Okay. Was it on practice? I'm not sure what it was on, actually. So my understanding is that the Celestials are weird. They just kind of have like a big arc ship. And from what I understand, you can sort of just take these guys anywhere. Like, if you wanted these guys to, like, set up... Don't understand what these guys are doing, actually. So... Yeah, they have a lot of buildings. So I guess their power banks are their supply things. Their prism is their worker unit. Seem to take a while to come out. What does a morph core do? Oh, a morph core is what morphs into structures. Okay. So it can morph into an ARP ship, a power bank, a creation chamber. So let's say we were to morph into a creation chamber. What? Huh? Okay, so it looks to me like we're building some workers here, and that's going to make a thing. Now with this, we can fabricate some units, I guess. So that's fun. I'm gonna fabricate another morph core because I need to make another building. So with all these buildings, you have to build like a whole... Oh crap, I didn't notice I already had one of those. Interesting. So, I think they can build production wherever they want, and you can make one the primary, and that means that all the production comes out of that one. That's pretty neat, and that would make it so that... my understanding, the way you're supposed to play this class... There's my... Wait, no, that's not... Where's my morph core? I was getting a new morph core.
The path forward. My stomping ground.
This one can increase its energy, increase its... It seems to have like sort of a stem type thing. Okay, no, there were they did exist. They were just sort of hard to select. Okay. My understanding is that you can literally just take these guys and be like, hey, go set up a base over here or something. Go set up a base wherever you want. I thought I saw in the earliest, like, when they announced this faction, they were, like, untethered from the start. Right, where like, oh, you know, this is normally your base, but they don't start with the base like created. They can literally just set up their main base like wherever the fuck they want. Oh wait, yes you can. Oh wow. Okay, so if we wanted with this faction, we could literally be like, yeah, fuck this defensible location far away from my enemy. I'm just gonna set up base like right here. I'm gonna Weird. So these workers are still mining this location? Really not sure like how that works, but okay. You guys also help with that? No? Okay. I bet the buddy bot is being my friend, is helping out or something. If I wanted to just mine out a very obvious expansion that would usually be reserved for the other player. Is the arc ship what you use to mine? I'm confused here. That is very cute. It's a very cute ability. I guess Terran in StarCraft II really already has that functionality, right? They can already take their base, lift it up, and go anywhere they want. It's just that you would never do that because it's never a good idea. Unless your base is literally being destroyed, in which case it's like a good Hail Mary type option, but that's it. I really don't know what I'm doing here. This faction is weird and confusing to me. So I could be like, yeah, build my Starforge over here, rather than like in my defensible base area. And yeah, that's something you can do, I guess. I feel like this one is even more. It is very clearly, this class is something very clearly that is for, like, quote-unquote experts. You know, very clearly for the best and brightest, not for the common folk. Then again, maybe if you don't try to do, like, weird stuff, maybe if you don't, like, fly your bases everywhere and just play in a normal fashion, it is maybe, at the end of the day, a very normal faction 99% of the time. It's just odd is all, I guess. I don't quite know how to see how to get the head around it. Just build a bunch of every unit that I have access to. Oh, hey, I guess the body bot has been... I'm assuming the body bot has been, like, has been making stuff for me. Or... are these all the ones I just ordered, actually? Maybe they just come out really quickly. Let's send them over to where the practice bot is, and we'll see, like, how that goes. The scanner is like a really fast scout, apparently, who can descend, and ooh, when it descends, it's like a unit that can run around and do stuff. That's kind of cool. I like the Viking playstyle. I like the Vikings in StarCraft II. If I have any request for, like, I'll say, you know, I'm more interested in battle aces than this, all told. If I had any request for the battle aces team, it'd be like, just make like a whole bunch of what's that doing? I guess they're just automatic. That's cool. Just make like a whole bunch of Viking-type units that can take up into the air, that can take off and then come back down, and, you know, maybe it's an ability so they can be more mobile. Maybe it's an ability so that they can dodge, like, ground-based attackers. Maybe it's like a temporary thing. Maybe it's a permanent transformation. You know, I feel like there's a lot of potential to play around with that idea beyond just like, oh, it's a flying unit that shoots air. and it lands to shoot ground. Like, you could do, like, 100 variations of that. Like, one idea that I have, and I posted into the Battle Aces Discord about it, so, you know. One idea that I had would be like, okay, it's like a medic, but it's like a flying medic, but it has to land to actually heal, so, and it's like stationary when it lands, so it's sort of like a siege tank medic that can fly to get away. I think something like that would be kind of low-key neat. And, you know, I feel like there could literally be, like, Battle Aces has, like, a whole tier-based system where there's, like, Tier 1, Tier 2. I think there could be, like, a Tier 1 Viking type that was more like this Scout, where it's like, okay, when it's in the air, it can just look at stuff. And then when it's on the ground, it's a regular unit. Like, I think that would be a cool thing. I'll say, I think it's fun how far they push that Protoss type class. I also think that I would not play that class, personally. Let me see. I want to do one more, like, practice here. Let me see. What does the Battle Buddy do? The Buddy Bot. I want to find out. So, with the Vanguard, simple enough faction, whatever. Oh, the default's the peaceful bot, so that's why we were able to steamroll them. For some reason, the practice bot is tougher than a peaceful bot. You think a practice bot is like the most difficult of these? Huh. I wonder. If it's not like practice like Smash Brothers, if it's like practice as in like, yeah, you can fight this guy to get some practice. Oh, maybe that's the concept. Let me just see what this fucking buddy bot thing does. Not that it's, like, all that relevant, considering that you can only use it in custom games, it appears like. But if it's, like, some sort of assist system to help with players like myself who don't necessarily want to memorize a build order and know, like, okay, I build an SCV, then I build a this, and then I build a barracks on 10, I build a supply depot on 11. Okay, it looks like it's just automatically building stuff for me. I'm not touching anything. This is automatic. That's pretty cool, I'll say. I don't dislike that. Does it build an army for me? Or is it just literally just building the stuff like supply depots, the garbage that I really don't care to manage? Does it automatically switch the workers over to handling the this crap? I wonder.
Ready to work.
Is it building some units for me? You're building dogs? Man, I said earlier, I don't care for these dogs. Man, build me some guys with swords. Can you build me some guys with swords, please? In fact, here, I'm gonna ready one up for you. Get the idea, get with the program. I guess with these, I could scout out the enemy if it wasn't a peaceful bot. And I could be like, you know, ooh, they're doing a thing. What are these? They can scout real good. And with an upgrade, they can intercept an enemy unit. So is it like a zealot charge, basically? These dogs have zealot charge. Not bad, I guess. Okay, what's it building now? Okay, now it's building some Lancers. I have enough dogs, apparently is what it says. That's not bad. I googled and I saw some people talking about this and saying like, oh, you know, if this was enabled in like the versus in like the online, that would make the game a lot more accessible. I'll say, as far as a game that I would want to play like multiplayer wise, this takes like 3 minutes before you have like with the buddy bot, right? Doing the work, doing all the hard work for you. We're 3 minutes in and we have like 2 dudes and 5 dogs. This is our army 3 minutes in. Meanwhile, if you compare that to like Battle Aces, which is a game where every match is 10 minutes long, it's basically, you're in the mid-late game at that point, 3 minutes in. You probably like have 50 dudes. You're starting to take your 3rd expansion, typically by that point in the game, and things are starting to like settle down to their ultimate conclusion. You know, most games, I'll say, I only got like 3 days in the beta, but most games I played ended like 5 minutes in. Despite the additional like nuance to these units and the additional like things at play, I don't see myself wanting to do this for 5 minutes just to get started every game. That's slow. Look at this, we're just getting our first expansion 5 minutes in. Sure, I guess, yeah. And we got like, you know, with the bot choosing when we get our shit, we got like 0 as far as it's a weird place for a sentry, I guess. Maybe it's fine. Maybe you're supposed to guide them a little bit and be like, yo guys, it's time to upgrade the command depot, and hey, it's time to let's build a factory, a mech bay as it's called. Come on, get with it. We got like, well, somehow we're spending all of our rocks. I don't know how, but seems like a bit absurd. The decision-making of the buddy bot is perhaps a little bit questionable.
Upgrade complete.
Dogs, those fucking... What are they doing? Running around aimlessly. Attack, please.
Capture point secured. Insufficient therium.
Planes are just normal. I'll say some of these units, at least on the I don't know. Use your turn to hangar. I'm sure, like, if I read these and learned a lot about, like, how the nuances of each of these, how you upgrade them, there is a lot of nuance here, but... Oh, right, I forgot. There's, like, a whole... I read about there's a whole system where, like, these guys level up throughout a match by surviving and fighting, so... I guess there's an ability that just allows you to level them up a level to, like, champion tier. Like, this guy is really good now, apparently. It would be nice to have some sort of visual indicator of that, like, as far as how they look. Color, maybe? Seems like a thing that is very easy to not know, to forget about if you,
What can I do for you?
if you don't know that that's a thing. Let me build a hangar bay as well. By the way, you lot. Work on it together so it's done fast. I want to get some guys that fly. We're like 10 minutes in here, and we've got like a handful of dudes.
Transiting now. Ah, you scared me. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Now we can build support craft, an evac. I just want hornets. I just want the ones that attack. I guess the support crafts also attack.
What can I do for you? On the tail.
I don't remember building a hedgehog, which means that the buddy bot is spending our crap on like do exos cost gas? They do. Is spending our crap
Get to work. This should be good.
Upgrade complete.
Wonderful.
is spending our crap here, which yeah, that's not great. Also not great, these guys are overworking that location.
Where am I needed?
Let me, I would really like to get some guys to fly, but the buddy bot, I don't know if there's a way to, like, command the buddy bot or say, like, hey, buddy bot, don't, get me some dudes. I want some guys to fly. Oh, hey, there's a guy that flies. Buddy bot made one for me. Good, okay.
On the go.
That's probably enough. Let's just take these guys and with a 10-minute army, which by the way looks like this. This is what you can expect. I don't know. I want bigger armies. I want to get the bigger armies faster. So I guess what I'm saying is I want to play Battle Aces. The game that's famously, I say famously, that I already have said several times that I really loved to play and thoroughly enjoyed. Okay, so they spawned as the Eternals this time. I guess it was random.
On the go. Pogo's over.
Feels like a game where it's hard to amass that many units. I don't know, like, we're 10 minutes in and this is all we got. It's not that satisfying compared to... I mean, I don't know, like, how many units you'd have at this point in StarCraft II. Maybe this many. StarCraft II famously is slow. But it's hard to compare to Battle Aces. Should we do one match of the like the actual versus? Nah, I'm really not feeling that. I'm pretty sure that like versus that mode, this game is not quite accessible for me to do versus even now. You still have to worry about like spending all your minerals. You still have to worry about like dividing your workforce efficiently. Even with the quality of life changes that they've done, I don't think it quite wins me over. So, I guess we're done here. Let's just start talking last thoughts, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy that. I don't think I'm gonna spend any money. I don't think I'm gonna get any of these other co-op captains. I don't think I'm going to play the rest of the campaign. It would take someone's just assuring me, like, oh, don't worry, the campaign missions are as good as StarCraft II. And I did not see that in the campaign missions I played. And also, all the reviews are intensely negative, probably mostly due to monetization stuff. So I do not get the impression that there are worthwhile missions hiding behind a $10 purchase, unfortunately. I'll say, though, I think there are some good quality of life stuff in there. I think there is some good quality of life stuff in there. I'm sneakily editing the schedule, by the way, to make it so that the next week thing is in there. Don't worry about it. Now you'll be able to hear the music again. I think that I think that they really need to have a better campaign. They really need these first 3 missions to sell that they were operating on a level similar to StarCraft II, and this did not make that case. It did not make that argument successfully. It does not sell Chapter 1, The Hunt. And I will not be continuing with it as a result. Co-op seems serviceable, but also not a thing that I would do more than once. If I wanted to do co-op in an RTS, like in this fashion, I would play StarCraft II. Honestly, I would. StarCraft II, I think, does a better job of, like, paring down the units for each of these commanders, for each of their commanders, right? It's like gives you an interesting subset of the total units in the game, and also, to my knowledge, makes them feel like more interesting, unique sets of units that maybe even like have some sort of theme or some sort of synergy, some sort of intended play style. That said, since only one co-op commander is free, I really can't say about all the other ones, so it's really their fault for not making it more accessible, really. Like, Jesus, especially if you want me to get a good grasp of what the demons and the angels are like. These should really be free instead of $10, so I can, at the very least, get in there in co-op with some demons and try some stuff out. Get in there with some angels and try that stuff out. That is really bad. As far as the monetization stuff goes, they are just being way too greedy out the gate, and I think that is going to sink their shit, unfortunately for them as a result. The fact that, yeah, you get the most bland experience in the world just playing it free-to-play style. You gotta, with a game like this, you probably should be trying to court the free-to-play players so that they build an ecosystem and they build a player base that then can be monetized. But with this offering, I just don't see anyone free-to-play like glomming on based on the co-op or the campaign. Maybe if you're like a competitive, serious person, but even then, let me tell you about Battle Aces, which is a game where the matches are 10 minutes long. You build bases and do tech research by just hitting one button. It always costs the same amount. It always costs 400, so it's really simple to like comprehend and think about, like, oh, I need to save for this. Oh, I need to save for that. Oh, I need to do my research now. That game just is on a different level, and I think will with any luck, be like 100 times more successful. People need to know about Battle Aces, is what I'll say. I will say, there is some cool unit design, maybe, lurking under all this cruft, right? Like, I do kind of like some of the units that I saw there. And I also think that there's some good quality of life stuff, like, oh, having it so that you build your buildings by hitting Q and automatically grabs a guy to build it and then automatically sends it back. That takes a lot of it makes the macro a lot simpler. I'll say. As does, like, just hitting W to make guys, W or E, and just hitting the buttons from there, or R or T to do your research. These are really good quality of life stuff, which I think improve it over StarCraft II's basics somewhat, but I don't think it goes quite far enough, and I definitely don't think it compares favorably to Battle Aces, which, yeah, that's going to be the RTS for me by some amount of StarCraft II ex-developers, ex-Blizzard people. That one seems like a lot more appealing, and yeah, if I were rating this, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's okay, I guess. I don't think I would play a game that was this okay. It's not like horrible. It's not like the worst thing in the world, and you know, the units, it does have its moments. It does have its bits of polish, but overall, I just don't think it quite is good enough to be worth playing over StarCraft II, over Battle Aces, over any other video game in the world, right? Over Pokemon Unite, for Christ's sake. Like, I would rather play Pokemon Unite, which is a game where I'll say, like, when I play Pokemon Unite, I really don't know what's going on. I just know hit buttons and go to lanes and use my attacks to pick people who are overextending. I would rather play, like, 10 matches of that right now than another co-op match or another mission of the campaign. And that's also free to play, so yeah, you got your work cut out for you. The free-to-play space, and even, you know, game space in general, is very competitive right now, and I don't think this quite meets the mark. I wish them luck in the future, and I think they're kind of screwed. Yeah, this is not going to be a success for them, I don't think. Not a convincing demo. Not a convincing free-to-play. You know what? I would describe this free-to-play offering as that, as being, as far as the campaign and the co-op goes, a demo. That is how I would describe this campaign free-to-play offering. Like, oh, you get 3 very, very basic missions. You get 1 co-op commander that you can use a million times if you're really, really god-forsakenly bored. And you can also play the main mode for the competitive people. If you're not competitive, this is a very bland demo that doesn't sell itself. If you are competitive, maybe you might enjoy the multiplayer, but couldn't be me. And I'll say I have tried to watch some matches of it, and yeah, no, it just something about it makes my brain turn off and my interest go like all sleepy, you know, makes my brain go sleepy, which is not a good sign when you're watching a game and you're like, I'm falling asleep here. What's going on? Huh? That's not a good sign. You want a game where you're watching it like, oh, huh, oh, wow. Oh, Battle Aces, you know, hey, it's, like I said, Battle Aces, better version of this, goes in the complete opposite direction. It's so the quality of life is off the scale. The battles start like a minute in, and you're operating with like half supply armies that are like massive, like 3 to 4 minutes in, and it's fucking great. You know, you basically have your end game shit probably like 4 or 5 minutes in. It's pretty cool, and when the pros do it, apparently, at least in that first beta that ended like a month ago, they do like best of 5 series. That's how fast the games are. It's just like, yeah, it's like a best of 3 series, and it's like, you know, the VOD, the match on YouTube is like 20 minutes long. It's spectacular for like esports purposes. I'll say I think that Battle Aces still has a way to come as well, but it's much faster at like selling itself and getting you in, and yeah, I just don't think this game's got it. 3 out of 5, final impression. let me pull up the old schedule. I'll be back on Friday around 6 p.m. Central for Super Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. I will also be back next week with one more of these with another one of these variety nights where I do whatever's makes sense, whatever I want to do. Next week will be a Game Pass night where I go onto the Game Pass and try out a bunch of games that I've never played before, and that'll be more of a big thing versus tonight's stream where I just did one game. I guess tonight's stream was a lot less efficient considering we looked at one game and it was kind of mid. Very mid. Look forward to that next week. That'll be fun. I'll say I have a bunch of other plans for the next couple of weeks here that are not, like, on the schedule yet. I'll probably at some point write these all down on a card that I can pull up, but in the coming weeks, you can look forward to for future variety nights. Random Revisit, Return to the Return of the Obra Dinn. First time Wind Waker Randomizer. Astrobot Launch Night. That'll be on a Thursday rather than a Tuesday. Remember Heroes of the Storm. That'll be me playing some Heroes of the Storm, which I loved back in the day. And the final stream before I go to Japan, or one of the ones, will be a big Sunday stream, September 15th, which will be Sonic Adventure switching campaigns every 5 deaths. That'll be fun. A lot of fun plans coming up. I'm really looking forward to all that. And also the Japan trip thereafter, which will have 4 streams a week apart, basically. I'm going to be there for 3 weeks, going to try to do some streams, like, at the end of every week, at the very start, like, right after I land. That'll be fun. I am realizing that 8 o'clock in Japan is like 6 o'clock in America. 8 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Japan time is like 6 a.m. Central time, so maybe I'll look to do that more around like 10 or something, so that's 10 p.m., so that it's like 8 a.m. Central time. That's a little more reasonable. I don't know. Maybe we'll see what makes sense. Like 5 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, 7 weeks from now. It'll be fine, it'll be good. We'll also see how tired I am just in general over there. I don't know. The first night is just going to be me coming off a plane and trying to stay up at least until, like, bedtime. So, that stream might be earlier. That's, you know, September 20th, September 21st. That's ages away. That's weeks away. That's still all the way far away. I'll be back on Friday I'll be back on Friday with the, let me send off a raid. I'll be back on Friday with the Mario Maker 2, and then next week will be a Game Pass stream. I know that, that Ace Attorney, I'm gonna make that one of them. Ace Attorney Collection is going to be one of the games. I've never played an Ace Attorney, so that's maybe the one to look most forward to. That's probably like the highlight, I guess. I need to look at what's on Game Pass right now and see if there's any other, like, S-tier ones that should be focused on. Let me see who's online. Referee Clark is doing something. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to send you over there. Folks, that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Like I said, I'll say it one more time. I'll be back on Friday for viewer levels, and then next Tuesday for a Game Pass stream. This game was very mid. I would not recommend it, though what I played tonight was free, so you can't just try it out for yourself and probably come away going like, yeah, no, this doesn't really get my motor running. This ain't quite it. Whatever you like to do, you do it. I'll see you on Friday, folks. Bye.